Hey guys, this is Greg, and today we're going to clean and dress some big, huge Raptor tires here in the detail garage. So today in the detail garage, we are dressing these big, huge BFG all-terrain tires. Now this is a 2014 SVT Raptor. Customer stopped by our showroom and we wanted to show him the right ways to dress the tires for a tire this big. Now a tire this big has a lot of different types of tread patterns on them and in the walls, and a regular applicator pad that we sell just doesn't fit a tire this gigantic. So I'm going to actually show you a few tips and tricks on how to use brushes to dress the whole entire tire. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use our Chemical Guys Nonsense. Now this is an all-purpose super cleaner. It's clear, has no color, and that's going to clean the tire and pull off any extra dirt. Now this car is almost brand new. The tires are real dry. It has some dirt from the dealer from driving around all the way in Las Vegas. And we're going to clean it up before we put on the dressing. You want to make sure you have a clean tire before the dressing is applied. Now for the dressing, I'm going to use our Chemical Guys Silk Shine. This is going to be great to sprayable water-based dressing. I'm going to spray it on and brush, and I'm going to apply it all over the tire. Now the trick that I'm going to use to dress the tire is I'm going to use one of our soft flag tip brushes. Now this is great for cleaning fender wells and painted areas, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spray the dressing on the tire and on this brush, and this brush is going to get it all in these little cracks right here. So that way the tire is going to look great when it's driving down, and it's not going to just have a silly line that doesn't go into the tread. I like the dressing to go a little bit into the tread to make sure that it just looks good from all angles. So let's go ahead and clean the tire first. So I'm going to take my Nonsense, this is Nonsense diluted 10:1 to clean the tire, and I'm going to spray it directly on the tire. Now this is a huge tire, as you can see. It's way bigger than any normal car tire, so I'm going to use a lot of dressing, and I'm going to scrub it with a stiff bristle brush. As you can see from the stiff bristle brush getting black, it's pulling off a lot of dirt off this tire even though it's brand new. Now brand new tires can also be dirty. This works for extremely dirty tires as well. This car said it was going to go off-roading from the owner. So to put some good dressing on it, it's also going to protect the tire. It's going to keep it cleaner for longer. So here's a microfiber towel. This is one of our 16 by 16 workhorse microfiber towels, and I'm going to go ahead and just dry the tire off. Now Nonsense is cool because you can use it with water, so if you have a hose or you're cleaning it with a big brush and a pressure washer, you can easily go ahead and use the Nonsense as well. But Nonsense is water based, so it can just easily wipe off the tire before we apply the dressing. Now, I don't know very many trucks that come from the factory with a big, huge tire like this, so if you have an aftermarket truck with a bigger tire or a Jeep, you can easily do the same process as well. It works great. Okay, so now we got a tire. It's dry to the touch, it's clean, there's no dirt on it, it's a fresh tire ready to apply. You want to make sure you clean the tire thoroughly before you put any dressing on, because if you don't, the dressing's not going to last as long and it's not going to stick to the tire itself. With all that dirt that we got off the tire, real gross stuff, so now we're ready to go ahead and start the application of our dressing. Now this is where the trick comes in. A lot of people might grab a foam applicator pad or a microfiber towel or a microfiber applicator pad and start trying to apply the dressing, but that leads to a pain in the butt problem because you can't get in all these little cracks. But our flag tip brush is really cool because it uses a flag tip and it can contour to those cracks. So it makes it easy to go ahead and place the dressing all over the tire. So let's grab our Silk Shine. Now I chose Silk Shine. I didn't want too flashy of a dressing. I wanted a more natural look. This truck's brand new. The paint still shines, and I want to take all the attention onto the paint and not the tires. My tires, I still want them to look good, so I'm going to use my Silk Shine. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the Silk Shine on the tire. There you go, and I'm going to go into the tread as well. Now I'm going to take my flag tip brush and I'm going to spray the Silk Shine directly on the flag tip brush. Now you want to leave this brush specifically dedicated to tires, so you can go ahead and write tire on the back with a pen, but you don't want to use this brush ever again for cleaning any of your other types of the car, like your fenders or your bumpers or anything like that. Leave this as only your tire brush for dressing. That way it stays primed and you can always prime it and go ahead and go to town with it. Now that I have it sprayed with my Silk Shine, I'm going to go ahead and put it all over the tire. Now this tire is real big, so I'm letting the Silk Shine saturate itself into the tire. Okay, as you can see, I can easily go up to the tread. The silk shine falls right into the tread and makes it look cool and perfect. Now what I'm going to want to go ahead and do is, if you want to go ahead and dress this bottom part right here, just roll the car forward. It's going to expose that bottom side, and then you can easily dress it up. Now I'm going to let this dry for about 5 minutes because all the silk shine is going to dry, and then I'm going to pull off any type of residue and give it a nice clean finish. So we'll wait 5 minutes and then we're going to come right back. So now that we've waited a few minutes for our tire to dry, I'm going to go ahead and tell you another quick tip you can do. If you're a hardcore detailer and you want to go ahead and dry it a little bit faster, you can use a blower like this Metro Sidekick. Now the Metro Sidekick blows warm air and it's going to blow the dressing into all the cracks and crevices, so it's going to give a more even finish with just blowing it into the cracks. Now a lot of you guys out there don't have a blower, you don't have any way to push air in there, so the brush is a perfect way to also do it. So you got two methods to go ahead and choose. So once it's dry, I'm going to take a microfiber towel. This is one of our workhorse towels again. These are I like using for heavy duty detailing, like wiping down degreaser or tire dressing. Now I'm going to take my microfiber towel and I'm just going to gently wipe down the tire. Now I don't want to go ahead and wipe it too hard. I want to keep a nice natural finish on the tire. So I go ahead and wipe any excess off and make the tire just look fresh and black and rich again. Now I feel like any car that has a dull tire, it starts to kill the look of the tire. It just doesn't look as good as it can. So taking off all of the dressing and make sure you have a nice natural looking tire that's not dull. I think that's one of the best things and can set off any vehicle. So a lot of people usually say if you have a detailing car or you want to make it look good, you can go ahead and clean the windows and dress the tires and it automatically looks good. So dressed tires are an important part of detailing. So now I've wiped off any bit of dressing that's extra on the tire and it has that fresh, natural shine to it. Now the silk shine dressing is actually dry to the touch, so on the tire I get no grease, I get no oil on the tire. It's a nice water-based dressing and it's going to last through the weather and keep the tire looking great. So now you know two ways to go ahead and clean your tire and dress the tire using a few chemicalized brushes to get the job done just right. If you have any more questions about detailing, check us out on our YouTube channel. We have over 500 videos on how to detail any type of vehicle, including awesomely big Raptor trucks. You can also subscribe to us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also check us out on chemicalguys.com. See you next time.